sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and can even keep you from getting the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. So I was talking to this prospect yesterday. Actually, he's an old friend of mine, somebody I've known for a long time. He's lives in New York, really smart, and he's working with a company that sells this really fancy AI, artificial intelligence headset product. And it's, by all accounts, it's pretty freaking badass. And he called and said they needed help with selling it. And I said, well, tell me what's going on. And he said, Walker, we got this cool thing that works great, and we are evangelists. I mean, we believe in it, and we love it, and we're able to tell the story about how great our shit is. I said, wow, that's awesome. I said, what's the problem? He said, people aren't buying it. I said, they're not buying what? He said, they're not buying our evangelism. He said that they seem to not believe us. And so we talked about that for a while, and I asked him to kind of give me the pitch, and he did. And boy, you can hear it in his voice. You can hear it in his coming from his heart, how much they believe in what they sell. And as we talk further, he said, and after we get off of a pitch, especially when somebody doesn't buy, he said, we're down in the damn dumps. It just kills us that people don't see the value of what it is that we're providing. And I asked him, I said, why do you think that is? And he said, I don't know. And we talked about it some, and it comes down to a subject that I think I talked to you all about it a lot. I know I talk to my clients about it a lot, which is as a salesperson, when you're a salesperson, and don't take this the wrong way, but your prospects don't give a shit about your opinion. They don't freaking care how great you think what you sell is. They don't care. I know that sounds amazing, but until they've paid you, they don't give a shit about your opinion. They don't care because your opinion's no better than anybody else's at that point. As a matter of fact, your opinion is slightly less valuable than their own because they automatically don't trust salespeople. They discount everything, every opinion of yours that you share. They discount it. They pay no attention to it. Why do you think that is? Well, just ask yourself for a second. If I were to ask you for 3 reasons I should buy from you at your company, what would you come up with? My guess is some version of, well, we got a better product, we got better service, and we got better people, right? That's what you might say. And you would believe that with all of your heart. Here's the problem. Everybody else says the same damn thing. Do you think any of your competitors are out there saying, well, our product kind of sucks and our service, shit, we'll never call you back. And we've got the worst people. They actually have shittier DNA than everybody else on the planet. Nobody freaking says that. Nobody does, right? Everybody's got best product, best service, best people, best everything. If you think about it, we used to do radio when radio stations were a thing, right? How many number one radio stations were probably in your town? I bet at least 5, right? Everybody's a number one radio station. So if you think about what do people care about when they don't care about your opinion, so how the hell do you sell? Here's what I want you to think about. Sales is not about what you think. Sales is not you trying to convince somebody, giving them your opinion, hoping they're going to buy in. In effect, when you're doing that, you're putting your value, your opinion ahead of theirs. Well, how do I sell, Walker? I've got to tell them, I got to believe in my product. Sure. Just shut the hell up. Here's what you need to do. Don't go to a conversation to convince. Don't go on a sales call to educate and convince. No, you're not going to do yourself any good. Here's a better way, and I will back up what I said. Do go to your sales calls to educate, but I want you to be the one who's getting an education. I want you to go in with the idea that I'm not so sure these folks want what I have. I'm not so sure they're ready for it, but I'm here to understand them, what they think their needs are, what they think their problems are. Where are they having some pain? Right? Find that out first. Somebody wants to feel understood. Your job is to get them to share their opinions about things, to share them, for them to share their opinions, and for you not to argue with them. Let somebody share their opinions with you. That means you're starting to understand them. You know how rare it is somebody can share their opinion and not get challenged on it? It doesn't happen very often. You let them have that opportunity. Here's the thing. If you want to share your opinions about how something's great or what you like or what you think is cool, don't make it come from you. Use what we call a third-party story. Instead of saying, I think this is the best stuff out there, what you might say instead is, a lot of my best customers tell me this is the best stuff out there. Same message, but how did you take that second one versus the first? The first one is just sales guy bullshit. But the second, right, the third party story, this is somebody else's opinion, which gives them the ability, if they disagree with the opinion, they're disagreeing with somebody else, not with you. See, you need to keep your emotions out of the sale. When you're evangelizing, you're putting your name, your heart, your everything on the line. It's personal. And so when they tell you no, it's a personal attack. It's a personal attack. And understand you're giving them more reasons to tell you no when all you've shared is your opinion and how great this is. Instead, tell them what other people think. What do other people say? What are problems that other people like them are having? And what have they done about it? Tell those stories. That way, you're not getting yourself involved in the conversation, because sales is never about you. It's always about the other person. That way, too, remember what we want our thought process we want to keep in mind is some will, some won't, so what, who's next? Some will, some won't, so what, who's next? Keep your emotions out. By evangelizing, by definition, you're putting your emotions and your opinions in. By telling third-party stories, you can keep your emotions out. You're telling the truth. The same message gets across, but perhaps it's heard differently and it gets better impact. I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. Go out there and get them today. Go make some money. Be uncomfortable. Call that person today. The business card you've been pushing around your desk because you're like, I don't want to call them. I know it's right there. I need to call them. But what if they tell me no, then I won't have anything. Make the damn call. Once again, I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. You want help with sales? Maybe I can help. Not sure. 803-917-2817. Thanks for listening. Share it with somebody else.
Thanks for listening to No BS Sales School podcast. If you haven't already, please take 1 minute to write a quick review for the show. It really does make a huge difference. Also, subscribe to the show and please forward this episode to somebody else who needs to hear it. As a bonus for listening, I'm going to give you access to a free mini course, 7 expensive sales mistakes you're making and what you can do about it. Go to www.7salesmistakes.com and get access to the free mini course. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.